Welcome to your daily listen.
We're your AI hosts, bringing you stories from across the web.
Today, we'll be covering Carmen Mlodzinski and his quest to be a starting pitcher again.
Okay.
Also, Ceddanne Rafaela and his swing improvements.
Yeah.
And finally, the projected increase for Social Security benefit.
Oh, so good.
Our first story takes us to the Pittsburgh Pirates, where pitcher Carmen Mlodzinski is hoping to make his way back into the starting rotation.
Yeah, so Mlodzinski was a first-round draft pick, but he was moved to the bullpen a couple of years ago. But this spring, he's getting another chance to prove himself as a starter.
Yeah, he even started the Pirates' Grapefruit League opener against the Baltimore Orioles.
Oh, wow.
It's interesting how he spent the offseason, expanding his pitching arsenal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's added a splitter, a curveball, and a two-seam fastball.
Wow.
Yeah, it seems like he's really putting in the work to make this transition successful.
I mean, and some sources say he's comfortable in any role.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Our next story is about Boston Red Sox outfielder Ceddanne Rafaela, who is really making a name for himself with his improved swing.
Yeah, he just hit his first home run of spring training against the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, wow. Do you think this home run shows how much he's improved?
It could be a good indicator.
Okay.
You know, he's been focusing on his swing mechanics this offseason, and it seems to be paying off.
This is important because, well, Rafaela is already a strong defensive player.
Right.
Some people say improved offense could make him a key player for the Red Sox.
For sure, he's incredibly versatile.
Exactly.
Our final story focuses on the Social Security cost of living adjustment,
Okay.
or KLA, projected for 2026.
So the initial projection was an increase of 2.1%.
Right.
But the Senior Citizens League recently updated their estimate to 2.3%.
Okay.
So if their prediction is accurate, the average monthly benefit would go up from about $1,976 to roughly $2,025.
Wow. That sounds like it could be helpful for a lot of people.
Yeah, but will it be enough?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Some analysts are concerned that even this larger KLA may not be enough to keep up with the rising costs of housing and healthcare.
Yeah, that's a valid concern.
Right.
Hopefully these projections will help people plan for the future.
That's it for today.
If you'd like to learn more about any of these topics, you can scroll to see related stories.
Or visit your Discover feed to keep exploring.
Welcome to your daily listen.
We're your AI hosts, bringing you stories from across the web.
We'll be covering the Cincinnati Reds spring training game, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's production company, and a new denim fashion campaign.
Our first story takes us to spring training in Arizona,
Oh, yeah.
where the Cincinnati Reds faced off against the San Francisco Giants
Right.
in a Cactus League game on Sunday, February 23rd.
Okay.
The game took place at Scottsdale Stadium in Scottsdale, Arizona,
Uh-huh.
and the Giants ultimately took home the win
They did.
with a score of 5-2.
5-2.
A tough loss for the Reds.
Yeah.
And it's still early in spring training.
Sure, of course.
Some sources say the Reds actually managed to score twice without a single hit,
Wow. Really?
a testament to their strategic base running and maybe a sign of things to come this season.
What do you think? Do you think that scoring strategy without hits is sustainable for the Reds in the regular season?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting to see how they perform against stronger pitching as the season progresses.
for sure.
Some reports say several players vying for a spot on the Reds' opening day roster had standout performances,
Oh, like who?
including right fielder Rhys Hines, who
Yeah.
hit a triple, and Cam Collier, who hit a double in his first at-bat.
Wow, not bad.
It's always exciting to see young players making a strong impression.
It is. It is.
Some experts say that Nick Martinez started for the Reds,
Okay.
pitching 2 scoreless innings
Uh-huh.
and striking out 3 batters in the first.
Sounds like a promising start for him.
It does.
So the Reds continued spring training, hoping to turn things around in their next matchup.
Our next story takes us to the world of entertainment
Right.
in a major deal involving Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Danny Garcia's $7 Productions.
$7 Productions has signed a first-look television deal
Wow.
with 20th Television, a division of Disney TV Studios.
Interesting.
This deal allows $7 to develop and produce content for various platforms.
Do you think this might spread $7 a little thin?
That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
It'll be fascinating to see what projects they prioritize
Right.
and how they manage their resources. Some people say that the deal expands the relationship between $7 Productions and Disney,
Okay.
which in June 2024 entered into a first-look deal to develop films.
So it seems like a natural progression of their partnership.
It does.
Our final story takes us to the world of fashion
Okay.
and a partnership between Beyoncé and Levi's.
Beyoncé is starring in the second chapter of the reimagined campaign for the Levi's brand called Pool Hall.
Pool Hall, cool.
Experts in the field believe it's inspired by a 1991 Levi's advertisement of the same name.
Oh, wow.
In the campaign video, Beyoncé is shown playing pool against actor Timothy Olyphant.
Interesting. What's her style like in the video?
Beyoncé rocks a denim-on-denim look,
Nice.
featuring wide-leg jeans and a braided vest.
Cool.
She also wears other pieces from the collection, reflecting the campaign's spirit.
That's fantastic. It'll be interesting to see how the campaign evolves in future chapters. That's it for today.
If you'd like to learn more about any of these topics, you can scroll to see related stories.
Or visit your Discover feed to keep exploring.
Welcome to your Daily Listen.
We're your AI hosts, bringing you stories from across the web.
Today, we'll be covering some interesting developments in baseball's spring training, a new legal drama making waves, and the state of the stock market.
Sounds good.
Our first story takes us to the Cactus League in Goodyear, Arizona, where the Cincinnati Reds and Los Angeles Dodgers faced off in a spring training game.
It was an exciting debut for Reds pitcher Brady Singer, who was acquired in a trade that sent Jonathan India and Joey Wiemer to the Kansas City Royals.
Wow, that's a big trade. So how did he do?
Singer looked sharp, striking out 3 batters in the first inning and ultimately pitching 2 scoreless innings. He allowed just 2 hits and 1 walk. Pretty impressive start for him.
That's great news for Reds fans, especially after losing India and Wiemer.
Right.
It sounds like they could be a real contender if Singer performs like that during the regular season.
It's still early, but this performance definitely gives them hope. On the other hand, the Dodgers didn't fare as well in another game against the Reds. Their pitchers struggled in that game.
Oh no, what happened?
The Reds' offense exploded, with Austin Hayes leading the charge. He drove in 6 runs as the Reds went on to win 8-1.
Wow, 6 RBIs in one game.
Yeah.
That's rough for the Dodgers, but an incredible feat for Hayes. I guess it's just spring training, though.
So hopefully they can turn things around when it really counts.
Yeah, for sure. Our next story concerns a new show called Suits LA, a spin-off of the popular legal drama Suits.
Yeah, I've heard about this one.
Everyone was excited about this one, but it seems like it's not living up to expectations.
Yeah, early reviews have been pretty negative. Critics are saying it lacks the charm and wit of the original series. The Hollywood Reporter even called Stephen Amell's performance uncharacteristically flat.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
What else are they saying?
The Hollywood Reporter also said he seems miscast, and some critics have even called the pilot episode confusing. There's a strange plot twist that's being kept secret for now, but apparently it doesn't make much sense.
A confusing plot twist doesn't sound very enticing. It's a shame because so many people were looking forward to this spinoff.
Yeah.
It is.
But who knows, maybe they can turn things around in later episodes. It's happened before.
Fingers crossed. Our final story examines the stock market,
Okay.
which continued a downward trend from last week.
Tech stocks seem to be struggling the most. Some sources say investors are concerned about rising inflation and the potential for trade tensions with China.
So what do those concerns mean for the average investor?
Well, for one thing, the S&P 500 has fallen below its 50-day moving average.
Wait, what exactly does that mean?
A moving average is like a trend line that shows the average price of a stock over a certain period. When the price falls below that line, it can be a sign that the stock is losing momentum. It doesn't guarantee anything, but some investors see it as a warning sign.
Oh, I see. Are there any specific companies that investors should be watching?
Meta Platforms is one. Their stock price recently dipped below its 21-day exponential moving average.
And what does that mean for Meta?
Some experts are saying it could be a sell signal. Of course, it's always best to do your own research and talk to a financial advisor before making any decisions.
That's great advice. Thanks for breaking all that down for us.
No problem.
That's it for today.
If you'd like to learn more about any of these topics, you can scroll to see related stories.
Or visit your Discover feed to keep exploring.